The Zaporizhzhia Nuclear Power Plant, the largest in Europe, has become the epicenter of alarming developments, capturing global attention amidst the ongoing Ukraine conflict. Recent reports from Ukrainian officials claim that Russian forces controlling the plant have intensified their grip, with allegations of abductions and coercion of its employees. These accusations suggest that plant workers face threats, violence, and severe restrictions, casting a shadow over the facility's safety and operational stability. Russia, which has occupied the plant since early in the conflict, has dismissed these allegations as propaganda. However, the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, and other global bodies are deeply concerned, warning of the dire consequences of any nuclear incident in the region. Experts underline that the risks to the plant extend beyond human rights violations. The absence of qualified personnel, coupled with operational disruptions, significantly heightens the probability of a catastrophic event. Families of the missing employees are desperate for information, amplifying the humanitarian toll of the crisis. Some reports claim that detained workers are being pressured into cooperating with occupying forces, raising both ethical and practical concerns about the plant's future. If true, these actions could compromise critical safety protocols, endangering millions of lives across Europe and beyond. Diplomatic efforts are intensifying as international organizations call for immediate measures to protect the plant. The IAEA has issued multiple appeals for an agreement to ensure Zaporizhzhia's safety, emphasizing the urgent need to establish a neutral zone around the facility. Global powers are divided on how to approach the crisis, with some advocating for stronger sanctions against Russia and others calling for direct negotiations to de-escalate tensions. Meanwhile, media coverage of the situation has sparked widespread outrage, with many questioning the adequacy of current responses. The humanitarian impact of the Zaporizhzhia crisis cannot be overstated. Local communities and the families of employees live in constant fear, while the psychological toll on workers is immeasurable. As the conflict drags on, the potential for the situation to spiral further out of control grows. Ukrainian leaders have urged their allies to step up support, calling for stronger international pressure to hold those responsible accountable. Advocacy groups are demanding greater transparency in action, emphasizing that every moment of inaction increases the risk of a disaster. This crisis underscores the vulnerability of critical infrastructure in conflict zones and the urgent need for robust international mechanisms to protect such facilities. The situation at Zaporizhzhia has become a symbol of the broader geopolitical tensions between Russia and the West, serving as a stark reminder of the human cost of unresolved conflict. For Ukraine, safeguarding the plant is not only about protecting energy resources but also about preserving national security and global stability. As the world watches anxiously, the Zaporizhzhia plant's fate hangs in the balance. The international community must confront difficult questions about its role in preventing a catastrophe and addressing the root causes of this crisis. The situation demands a coordinated effort to prioritize human lives and environmental safety above political and military objectives. As calls for peace and accountability grow louder, the need for decisive action becomes ever more apparent, reminding us all of the stakes involved in this precarious conflict.